Latest tropical cyclone advisory bulletin issued at 2:15 p.m. by the RO. A tropical cyclone alert is now in effect, and the standby number one signal is hoisted. Now, this means that a tropical cyclone now centered within about 800 kilometers of Hong Kong may affect us. At 2 p.m., Typhoon Wayne was centered about 430 kilometers southeast of Hong Kong and is forecast to move west-northwest at about 16 kilometers per hour across the northern part of the South China Sea in the general direction of Leju Peninsula. Now, since noon, Typhoon Wayne has continued to move towards the west-northwest and maintained its intensity. Winds over Hong Kong are freshening and are expected to become strong tonight. It may be necessary to hoist the strong wind signal number 3 this afternoon. At 2 p.m., the center of Typhoon Wayne was near 18.9 degrees north, 116.2 degrees east. Here is the latest tropical cyclone warning issued at 3:10 p.m. by the Royal Observatory. The strong wind signal number 3 was hoisted at 3 p.m. This means that winds with mean speeds of 41 to 62 kilometers per hour are expected. At 3 p.m., Typhoon Wayne was centered about 370 kilometers southeast of Hong Kong. Now, during the last few hours, Typhoon Wayne has maintained a west-northwest track and accelerated to a speed of about 20 kilometers per hour. The maximum winds near the center are estimated to be in excess of 150 kilometers per hour. Now, if Wayne continues to move as forecast, winds in Hong Kong will increase and will become strong tonight. Therefore, the strong wind signal number 3 was hoisted at 3 p.m. At 3 o'clock, the center of Typhoon Wayne was near 19.3 degrees north, 115.8 degrees east. And there will be another tropical cyclone warning to be issued by the RO at 4:15 p.m. The forecast for this afternoon and tonight, moderate to fresh easterly winds strengthening later. It will be cloudy with scattered squally showers. The temperature reading right now, 27 degrees, and the humidity is 90%.
Well, as you heard in the news, old Typhoon Wayne hanging around again at 4 p.m. Typhoon Wayne was centered about 350 kilometers south-southeast of Hong Kong. Forecast to move west-northwest at about 20 kilometers per hour across the northern part of the South China Sea in the general direction of Leju Peninsula. Now, since this afternoon, Typhoon Wayne has continued on a west-northwest track, accelerated to a speed of about 20 kilometers per hour, and the maximum winds near the center are estimated to be in excess of 150 kilometers per hour. And during the past few hours, squally showers associated with the rain bands Wayne brought gusts of 62 kilometers per hour to Chun Chau and 90 kilometers per hour to Waglan Islands. As Wayne moves closer to Hong Kong, winds are expected to increase and become strong later this evening. And, of course, as you can guess, there'll be a bit of rain. At 4 p.m., the center of Wayne was near 19.4 degrees north, 115.5 degrees east.
Strong wind signal number 3 remains hoisted. At 7 p.m., Typhoon Wayne was centered about 290 kilometers south of Hong Kong and is forecast to move west-northwest at 20 kilometers per hour across the northern part of the South China Sea in the general direction of the Leju Peninsula. Winds over Hong Kong are now strong offshore. Gusts of 90 kilometers per hour have been recorded at Waglan Island and 101 kilometers per hour at Tate's Cairn during the past hour. During the early evening, Wayne continues to accelerate and is now due south of Hong Kong. If it moves as forecast, it'll be closest to Hong Kong early tomorrow morning when it'll pass about 200 kilometers to the southwest of Hong Kong. On this track, winds locally will strengthen further tonight. You're advised not to delay in taking all precautions to protect your home or property. Make sure now that all loose objects are secure. Porch furniture, flower pots. You know, the stuff that's outside, right? Flower pots, porch furniture, other objects likely to be blown away should be taken indoors. Check again and make sure all your windows and doors can be securely locked. Stay tuned to commercial. We'll keep you further updated on this situation. At 7 p.m., if you're tracking, the center of Typhoon Wayne was near 19.7 degrees north, 114.2 degrees east. Number 3 remains hoisted at 9 p.m. Typhoon Wayne was centered about 280 kilometers south-southwest of Hong Kong and is forecast to move west or west-northwest at 25 kilometers per hour towards Leju Peninsula. Winds over Hong Kong are now strong. Gusts of 135 kilometers per hour have been I guess they should have put a comma in there, huh? Let's check this. Gusts. Okay. Winds over Hong Kong are now strong. Gusts of 135 kilometers per hour have been recorded at Tate's Cairn and 94 kilometers per hour at Waglan during the past hour. In its movement during the evening, Wayne has sped up further and at the same time maintained a more westerly course. Present indications are that Wayne will be closest to Hong Kong overnight, passing about 250 kilometers to the southwest of Hong Kong. Winds locally will remain strong as Wayne traverses across to Leizhou Peninsula and are expected to progressively turn to the southeast. Make sure that all loose objects are secure. Listen to commercial. We'll keep you further updated at 9 p.m. The center of Typhoon Wayne was near 19.8 degrees north, 113.6 degrees east.
Issued at 11:15 by the Royal Observatory. The strong wind signal number 3 is hoisted. This means that winds with mean speeds of 41 to 62 kilometers per hour are expected. At 11 p.m., Typhoon Wayne was centered about 280 kilometers south-southwest of Hong Kong and is forecast to move west or west-northwest at 25 kilometers per hour towards Leizhou Peninsula. Winds over Hong Kong are now generally strong. Wind means or mean winds of 43 kilometers per hour have been recorded at Staff Ferry and 51 kilometers per hour at Cheung Chau. Wayne has continued to move steadily westwards across the South China Sea, and if this movement is maintained, it will pass to the southwest and commence to move away from Hong Kong in a few hours' time, in which case higher signals will not be necessary. However, strong winds with squally showers associated with Wayne will persist and are expected to continue affecting Hong Kong throughout the night and in the morning. Stay tuned to the station for further weather broadcasts. At 11 p.m., the center of Typhoon Wayne, for your info, was near 19.9 degrees north, 113.2 degrees east. The all-important forecast for today, a Thursday here in Hong Kong, and feeling more like a Friday, as a matter of fact. Strong easterly winds reaching gale force at times offshore at first, moderating and becoming southeasterly gradually. It'll be overcast with occasional squally showers, which may be heavy at times, and with a maximum temperature by the afternoon of around 29 degrees. And this time of the morning, temperature-wise outside, 27 degrees Celsius, humidity reading at 91%.
Waglan Island, wind east force 8 with gusts to force 10. Visibility 10 kilometers in rain. The state of sea was moderate.
先係警報，沙堤以南同埋海南島東南沿岸吹颶風，香港以南吹暴風，南澳以南同埋汕尾以南吹烈風，香港同北部灣以南係吹強風。天氣概況，喺上晝3點鐘，颱風韋恩集結喺北緯 19.9 度、東經 112.2 度附近，並預料向西移動，時速約25公里，大致吹向雷州半島。